Recording is started. You can
All
start
right.
when you like.
Hello, welcome to the amazing, not Eccentric Academy anymore. Welcome to Sci-Fi Academia, the Teacher's Lounge, where we talk about lots of random stuff and also play games sometimes, and also talk about lots of random stuff and batteries not included. Today, I am going to be getting a question generator, and we're going to be talking about some fun questions that are generated for us. This is kind of a callback episode to a episode that we did like last year at some point, one of our first episodes where we did basically the same thing. Maybe we'll add a link to it somewhere, or maybe we won't because we are very forgetful. Anyways.
Yeah. Hi guys. I'm here. So,
Yep, Cademan's here. All right. I guess I'll generate our first question then.
go for it.
Let's do it. Okay. First question. What do you wish you had more talent doing? This is an interesting question.
Um, yeah. Do you want to go first? Or
Sure. I guess I don't really have a full
should I
answer,
should I ask you
but
so you can go and you don't have to like ask?
sure.
Okay. Eric, what do you wish you had more talent doing?
Okay.
I wish I
Um
had more talent working on this channel.
That's a fair answer. I
Anyway.
I wish that I had, I think, more talent in time management, I
Mm,
want to say, because I find myself very busy all the time, and also just I can be really lazy and then put things off and then like
mm,
procrastinate. So I guess I wish I had more talent in
yeah.
like being more intentional with my time. Uh that's like kind of the basic thing that has just come to mind.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Um, I think. Are you gonna ask me? Are you,
Sure, Cademan. What do you wish you had more talent doing?
oh, Eric, I wish I had more talent. Um, yeah, I mean, doing YouTube stuff is definitely a big one.
Yeah.
Um, it's kind of a difficult question because there is like a lot like basically everything I do, there's part of me that wishes I
Yeah.
could do better.
That's
But
that was my thought as well when I read the question, was like
there,
there's a lot of like stuff that I'm okay at that I can
right,
do, but I kind of am like, if I was talented at this, I'd probably choose to be talented at everything if I
yeah.
could.
With that being said, I think also,
Hmm.
like the more you do things, the more you become talented. So it's like
Yeah.
I don't need like a magical genie to come and be like, bam, you're more talented in one thing, because I'm like I can
Yeah.
just work on it and then I get to go through the fun of learning and stuff. So, but there definitely
Like,
is part of me that like,
huh,
would rather just have the talent than learn, I guess. I don't know.
yeah. And I
I
think
also don't
that's kind of the
believe,
thing with like the word talent, is like it's kind of like you already have it kind of
yeah,
thing, rather
well,
than it being
and that's what I was
discovered.
gonna say. I also don't actually believe in talent. I think it's a lie.
Yeah.
Um, where
I kind of can see that.
I believe, or off mostly it's a lie. I think there is some people that are
Yeah.
just naturally good at some things, but
Yeah.
what people see and what they think is talent is actually just like interest in things.
Yeah. I think that's
And
true.
then if you're not if you're not interested in things, you aren't going to learn how to be good at stuff. So
Yeah.
that's my answer.
I I kind of think talent, uh I kind of like to think of it as being more of a nurture thing than a nature thing, where I think a lot of people kind of are like, you're either talented or you're not talented, but it really a lot of like the things that I think I'm good at are because of the people I've been around and just the different experiences I've had,
Yeah.
where
I
it's like I'm
mean,
more naturally able to, and I think that's kind of with
I
everything. I don't know.
yeah. I don't really think there's anything I'm really naturally good at. I mean, I can memorize pretty well. And
Yeah.
like that's something I didn't really have to learn, but overall, like
Yeah.
I
I
don't
think
think and, like when people are like, "Oh, this
uh-huh.
person's like a talented artist." It's like, no, that person
Yeah.
learned how to draw, right? Like and like
Yeah.
there's a creativity aspect that probably is inherent to that person. Um, right, like a taste preference, but it's not like, oh, that person has the X gene, so they can draw, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I agree with you.
Do you wanna, is there a next
Anyways,
question?
yes, there is. I
Next
have my handy
question.
dandy mouse here because I just remembered in the last video we did of this, I kept clicking my mouse
You
and it
did?
was like a fun thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
Yep. It was a
I
thing.
laughed my dinner up. That's how fun it was.
Yep. You guys can go watch the episode to confirm that
Yeah.
that happened.
You watch the episode if you want to see me vomiting all over the place of laughter, because that sounds
Yeah.
fun.
And also like I don't know how different the video is from what we do now, but it might be kind of different, so maybe it'd be interesting.
I think
It
it's
was before
longer.
we did 30 minutes, so yeah, it was longer.
Yeah.
Um, anyways, this next question is what do you secretly hoard? And honestly, I do not really have an answer for this because I cannot think of anything I secretly hoard.
No, I mean garbage, right? Like there,
Yeah,
there's
that's
like
like
I don't take the trash out for a while, and it's kind of embarrassing. Um,
yeah, I've done that before.
no, like, and
It's kind of a weird
I do
question.
have a thing of like, because for a long time, and you probably remember this, Eric, at my
Hmm.
house, I would just stack up like energy drink cans back when I was drinking
Oh
energy
yeah.
drinks. And
Yep.
then I would just like see how high I could get the tower before I threw it away. Um, so like
Yeah, that's
that's the kind of
that might be
thing
like
I do
the
sometimes
closest
that's kind of weird,
answer.
but um,
Yeah.
yeah.
I I don't know. I don't I feel like this might be a more deeper like answer than this question was trying to get at, but I think sometimes I can hoard like information. Uh if I like find like a secret way to do something or something like that, sometimes I'll want to like keep it to myself so that I can be like, "Oh yeah, I'm like the only one who knows this thing."
Hmm.
But I don't know. Like I don't know if you'd really call that like hoarding necessarily, but that's like the only like the closest thing I can kind of think of, but that's also like a way more metaphorical or like uh,
Yeah,
a deeper way of thinking about the question.
yeah. I don't know. That's kind of a weird question. What's the next
Yeah.
one?
Yeah. Let's get a better question this time. Okay. This is a fun question.
Okay.
What book or movie character can you see in your own life?
Um, I mean, I've seen lots of movie characters in my life.
I
Like, what is
same with
the
you.
wording on these questions? All of them have
I
been
don't
worded
know.
so weird. Like, because the first
Yeah.
one was, what was it?
What is a talent that you would want to be more talented in or something like that?
No, no, what is, like, what is something you would want more talent in, is how it worded it.
Oh yeah.
What's
Yeah.
that?
I was
Yeah.
yeah. I
Um,
think if I'm understanding this right,
mhm,
I didn't read the full question. I just read the what book or movie character, and I was like, oh, this is
mhm.
a good question. But I'm guessing kind of what kind of character can you see with your own like
Right. what character do you relate to, I
Mind, I
guess?
guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's kind of it,
I
where it's
think
like
that's what I was going for as well.
it is very weirdly worded
Um,
though.
but I've actually thought about this a lot, so I feel like
Yeah.
I should let you go first because
Okay. Yeah. Um, so the first character that came to mind when I was like just off the bat, was Kelsier from Mistborn.
hmm,
Uh, and there's kind of, I wouldn't say necessarily recently, but back when I was in like a group chat, I kind of feel like everyone was like super like in that group chat was kind of just like super sad and like super pessimistic and stuff, and then I was just like always happy and like overly optimistic to like an annoying extent. And I feel like that's kind of like how Kelsier is kind of depicted in Mistborn, where it's like he's kind of a little bit more like eccentric and fun, while everyone else in
that's
the
fair
book
enough.
is kind of just
I
like
mean, I think
more grounded.
so. I would definitely say Kelsier is someone that I connect with. Um, I think his thing is like he has every reason to be miserable, but chooses not to.
Yeah.
Um, and
And I
that's
think
like
that's
the
kind of
really
what it is
beautiful
for
part
me a
of
lot
his
of the time.
character. Um, is like it's just sort of the idea that like you can choose to always be down and sad about
Yeah.
everything, or you can just smile, uh, like just to spite the things that hurt you. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's good. I think that's a good
Yeah.
message. Um, aside from him though, I think like uh the doctor is like a big sort of
Mhm.
character I connect with. Just like his general outlook um on like life and stuff, I think is,
Yeah.
and of course like not always because there's a lot of writers that work on Doctor Who and sometimes they write weird things. Um
Yep.
but generally speaking, like there's like the one of the Christmas specials with Matt Smith, he
Mhm.
has this line where he's like, "Who's that?" And they're like, "No, that's no one important." And he's like, "Oh, really?
Oh
Because
yeah.
in all of the time I've been alive, all these years in time and space, I have yet to meet someone who's not important." And that is a truth that, like, I stand by. Um,
Yeah.
so there's no one that's not important. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just, I think, so I think the Doctor is another one. Do you have anyone else,
Okay.
or?
Um, I don't know. I think like I could even say like Superman specifically from like 2025 one a little bit.
Hmm,
But like a lot of the things that keep coming up are like things that like kind of make more sense from like a retrospective perspective of like how I was kind of acting in different uh difficult situations where it was like I was kind of just always able to kind of just find happiness where no one else would, which is I think why I kind of thought of like Kelsier as being like, oh yeah, like everyone else was like kind of freaking out about this, and I was kind of just happy about it. But with like Superman, I kind of think it's kind of the thing of like, it, I don't know, I can't remember exactly what I was gonna say actually, but like I guess being able to kind of be optimistic about people when like other people might not be as optimistic that things are going to work out or that people can change or that kind of thing, I guess.
yeah, yeah, that makes sense. R- Sorry, I just got a distracting text message. Um,
That's okay.
yeah, no, I think uh, the sort of character type I think that stands out to me the most is
Hmm.
just like, again, it's the character that has every reason to be depressed, but
Yeah,
chooses not to, and chooses instead of to be angry at the world, like turns around and helps fix the world.
yeah,
Or doesn't, right? And like it's sort of the opposite story. Um, but
yeah,
I connect with, I guess, like characters that sort of battle with depression, I guess. I don't know.
yeah. I I think I would agree with that as well, where I tend to relate with characters who um struggle yet persevere, I guess, would be a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Do you have anyone else, or do you
No,
want to
I think we can move
move on to
on.
the next question? Okay, cool. My computer is being weird. All right. Okay. I do not know what this question means, but what's your current golden rule when it comes to living life? Oh, okay. Never mind. I understand it. The use of the golden rule kind of was weird, and then I realized that it meant like, what is a rule that you have
Yeah.
that's
Um,
just like one?
if you're gonna eat beans, eat enough of them so that you become immune to the gas,
Does it
right?
actually
Don't.
work?
It does, yes. If you eat beans every day, you'll stop
Huh.
farting from beans. No, I mean, I'm tempted to give another like goofy, smart aleck answer and just be like, do to others what you would have them do to you. Which is definitely true.
Yeah.
I do think, and I think also it's definitely sort of a double-sided thing as well, where it's like the way
Hmm.
you treat other people, they'll be more likely to treat you that way. Um,
Yeah.
so I think that's definitely true, but um, I don't think that would be like the big thing I would say. I think,
Yeah. That makes sense.
um, be honest.
Hmm.
If you're honest and someone gets mad at you, that's not on you for being honest. That's on them for getting
Yeah.
mad at you, right? Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
just be honest and um, be honest and you know try and do your best. And when you fail, be honest about it. So I think honesty is a underrated virtue.
Yeah. I actually had a conversation about like that exact thing with a group of people not too long ago. Actually, it's a very recurring discussion that I have with people for some reason about whether uh, you should, whether it's okay to be dishonest when to spare people's feelings, basically,
Yeah.
which I don't believe in. I think that
I mean,
lying at all is not great. I
there's
think there's a difference
there's
between
things you
lying and
Mhm.
also like just there's sometimes when it's kind of just not appropriate to say things.
Well, and I mean, I wouldn't even necessarily say that, but like, there's
Uh-huh.
things you don't have to say, right? If
Yeah.
like if someone asks me, am I
Mhm.
being annoying, right? And I do find them to be annoying, I'll be like, yeah, a little bit. You could probably tone it down.
Yeah.
Now, if um, but I'm not. if like it's not a big enough deal to me to say, you know, hey, knock it off, like that's an instance where I just don't have to say anything, right?
Yeah.
And
I
I
think
think
that's kind of what I
I
mean by like with timing is like
you don't
sometimes it's
you
you
don't
don't
have
actually need to
to
communicate
give
things.
unsolicited truth, right? Like you don't.
Yeah.
But also, like, if you're being, I think most of the time when people have an issue with, like, oh, you're saying that you should tell your wife you hate them or something, um, I don't, I don't think those people actually are even being honest with themselves, right? Because
Yeah.
I think if you're being honest, uh, to use this dumb example that I just pulled out of the air, you don't probably hate your wife. Um,
Yeah.
Probably there's something she does that you find
Hmm.
irritating, right? And like
Yeah.
a lot of times it's not even the thing that you think it is. It's something that happened previously that you didn't say anything about when it happened. So now it's, coming up as an issue regarding something that
Yeah.
isn't even the actual issue, right? So I think, I don't know, just if someone is behaving in a way you don't like, you can probably tell them that, right? And
Hmm.
don't be rude about it, but still,
Yeah.
like, don't be like, oh, you're doing this thing and no one will ever like you because of that. No, that's not being honest.
Yeah.
That's just being mean. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, if like someone is doing something that you find to be annoying or whatever, yeah, you can talk to them about it.
Hmm.
And if you don't, if you say, it's not worth being into a fight about,
Yeah.
a lot of times that will just build up and then like it will come out in like later. And I've had
But
these issues,
probably worse.
right? And I've had like interactions with people where
Hmm.
I've um where like something's come out where they're like, "Oh, you always do this thing." And I'm like, "Oh, that's been building up forever." Right? Like, you know, the response you gave wasn't like about this. It was about this thing that's been happening forever. Why didn't you talk to me about it when it
Yeah.
was happening? Instead of now that like you have like several incidents of anger built up towards me. So yeah, just be honest, be
Yeah.
brave enough to be honest, and then,
Yeah.
you know,
That's a good golden rule. I think for me, uh, I would say um, my golden rule right now is kind of complaining and frustration do not get you anywhere. So if you feel like complaining, realize that there is actually that try to think about how you could change the situation instead of just complaining about it because I don't know, like recently I've been in a lot of situations where I've just been like constantly frustrated, complaining to other people about it and complaining about other people. And I'm like, at like one, like a few days ago, like I just made the realization, like, I'm not doing anything though. Like, I don't, if I am so upset about this, why am I just,
yeah.
like letting it happen? Like, I can make a difference. And if I can't, then maybe I'll just leave, like things can happen. I don't have to live in, just being upset all the time, I guess. And so that's been kind of something that's been on my mind recently, especially. But I think that would be my golden rule right now.
Yeah, I think on that note, like um I think I think like a lot of people, they kind of like
Mhm.
connect over complaining. Um,
Yeah.
and I don't think they should, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's,
I think that's something that like I kind of realized is kind of like a little bit of a flaw with myself is that I tend to like be around a lot of people who complain.
mm,
And so it kind of causes me to be like, oh, okay, well, I can, if I'm upset about something, just complain about it to these people or, but then like realizing, hey, if I'm so upset about this, it doesn't make sense for me to complain about it. I need to do something about it because nothing changes if you don't choose to try and make it change.
well, it's also, I see, like
Mhm.
people have like complained to me about like mutual friends, as is
Oh,
common.
yeah.
Um, but I try to always respond to that with like, why are you telling me? Right? That has nothing
Yeah.
to do with me. Talk to them. Um,
Yeah. That's
so
kind of
now,
how I think about it too.
the hard thing is when like there's people in your life that make it clear that you can't talk to them about like whatever issue you might
Yeah.
have. And it's like, okay, whatever. In that case, it's probably
Yeah.
best just to not hang around them, to be honest.
Yeah. That's kind of, yeah. I've been in friendships that have ended in ways like basically because of that. But anyways, do you want to do a new question?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
This is getting
Let's
to be a very deep
go.
episode of the Teacher's Lounge.
Hmm.
All right. Okay, this is a fun one. What what little thing do you do that you don't think many people notice?
Pick my nose. I hope people don't notice when I'm picking my nose.
Yeah,
I especially hope they don't
I
notice when
don't
like I
think
wipe
I've
it off
noticed.
on furniture and stuff.
I think I would do that too, actually.
Ew, Eric, I said that as a joke.
Who's to say that I didn't say that as a joke too?
A likely story. Um, I
Mm.
think little thing I do that other people don't notice. Um, set alarms. Um, smile. People always accuse me of not smiling or like
Oh, okay.
not starting conversations is another thing. And I'm like, I don't
Oh, yeah.
understand where that's coming from because I start conversations all the
Yeah.
time. But
That's kind of this
I
is
think
not entirely related to that, but um I've kind of had that where like uh our parents will sometimes like group um our younger sister Jemima, who was on here at one point, I think. Like and me into like one like as if we're on personal, just be like, oh well, the kids don't
next
really
year
do
she
this.
will
If the
be.
kids do like this, next year she. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, but it's kind of uh like it kind of bugs me because it's like I'm not like this. It's like they can be talking about something that Jemima feels or something, but then it's like, oh, it's actually like I never said I this. Jemima said that or like that kind of thing.
Mhm,
But then and so then it causes a lot of like confusion for people where like people maybe like will assume things about me where I'm like, that's like a Jemima thing. Just because we're related does not mean we're the same person.
mm. Yeah,
That's
I think
kind of a similar thing.
it's also really easy to um, infer things. Um, from like just exaggerate things that I have said, or
Yeah.
stuff like that. But oh, just covered you up for a second. Um, but yeah, I think I don't really like or like sort of have trouble with general small talk, and I think
Yeah.
because of that, like um, and I'm sort of starting to realize when people like ask you certain things, um, they aren't
Mhm.
asking a lot of the time because they need that or want that information. They're asking to start conversations with you. Um,
Yeah.
and I think many years of my life I spent when like people would like be like, um, people would be like, "Oh, what do you think of this thing?" And I would just say what I thought of that thing and then like leave. But
Mhm.
I think people like try and start conversations, um,
Yeah.
just with stuff like that.
I've
So,
I've definitely been there too, because I think like I don't recall a time that I've done this recently, but like the
mhm,
same thing where it's like I don't always pick up on people trying to like just start a conversation or like who just want to talk to me about something.
mhm,
And so they'll just ask a question of like, oh, well, this is the answer. Bye. And it's like kind of the exact same thing that you were saying, where
yeah,
it's just kind of like I realized later, like, oh, hey, that person is probably trying to like just talk to me. And I completely just like left, basically.
yeah, yeah. All right. Well, we're out of time now, so
Okay.
um, that's this has been Teachers Lounge. Thank you for listening. Um,
Yeah.
comment below what people say about you that's not true. I guess just don't get too personal. That could
Yeah.
be weird. Um,
Also, your answers to any of the questions that we talked about.
sure, I'll read them. I'll read them all. Uh, and thank you so much for listening. Bye bye.
Bye.